Hello, my loves. How you doing? Welcome back. I hope you've been doing amazing. I hope you've been doing great. I hope you've been doing awesome. It is so good to have all of you back on board, and I look forward to today's section. Before we go any further, today is going to take a different route. Today will be different. Today we just want to. Okay, this is it, right? There is a shopping mall. You know that we're a community here. So there's this shopping mall I normally go to buy my stuffs, my provisions, groceries, and all that. And there's this stock that they always leave in my bag anytime I go for my, getting of stuffs and all that. And I was like, some of it resonates with me. Like I learned a lot from it. And I was like, okay, let me share it with my community. I'm just going to read it out and then I'll explain what I understand by it. And I really hope that whoever is listening will learn a thing or two because in this community, we are all about learning a thing or two that will help us on our wholeness journey. And I hope that thus far you have been learning and it has been helping you on your wholeness journey because there is nothing that I want than you finally embracing wholeness, understanding what wholeness truly means, and embracing it, for yourself and for the future that you see. I love you. Let's get right into it. Number one, we have, okay, it says, soon, when all is well, you're going to look back on this period of your life and be glad that you never gave up. What this is telling you that no matter what happens today, I know it's difficult. There is nothing as difficult as the process because the process is what will prepare you, is what will mold you, is what will season you for that season you desire, right? This process is looking as if it wants to choke you, right? This process is what is preparing you, is what is making you the person qualified for that season that you desire. So yes, I know it will be tough, it will be difficult, it will be not the best experience, but darling, when all is done, just like this piece says, when all is said and done, you will be glad that you never give up. Well, you never give up. So please, no matter what happens, do not give up. Remember that quote from the street. Now who give up, fuck up. Now who give up, do it, fuck up. So I beg, no fall my hand. No fall your hand. No fall your future hand. I am waiting for you. God bless you. Let us go to the next one. The next one says, your life is a reflection of what you think and what you value. And yes, absolutely. Your life is reflection. The Bible even says that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So of course, you're a reflection of what you think, you're a reflection of what you value. I am very sure that I made mention of it in our last section where I said that where the heart of a man is where his treasure is, right? So yes, what you value. What that means is that what you value is what you hold in high esteem. What you value is how your life will turn out. If you're a person that values material things, you'll be materialistic. If you're a person that values your peace, you value your joy, you value God's presence, you value there is more to you. You get your value system for things that are not bought or that cannot be bought is higher, darling. You do not know what you have done for your life because you have succeeded in taking yourself from level 1 to level 10,000 to level 1 million without even knowing. So darling, yes, I really I second to that. Your life, whatever it is you're experiencing in life right now, just check. Look at whatever it is you're experiencing in love life or business or career or spiritual life, every area of your life. Just sit down and take a note. Okay, what do I value? Say that those things you value, those things you esteem the highest in your life is how your life is reflecting, is how your life is turning out, because your life moves in the direction that your heart moves in. You might not think it that way, but it is. It is what it is. It's just like if you're intentional about your financial life, before you know it, it happens, because where that is where your heart is, that's where your heart is aligned. If your heart is aligned, if you're intentional, your heart, right, is with God, how you can be better, before you know it, you will actually be better, because that's what your heart is filled with. And you will unconsciously work towards, making sure that that is a reality. And then the next one there is hardship can humble you, but it cannot break you unless you let it. Your instinct for survival will see you through if you are attuned to its frequency. I'm going to start with that hardship can humble you, but it cannot break you unless you let everything, not only hardship, everything, right? Everything, your experiences, life's challenges, and all of that is classified under. But anything has a tendency of humbling you. Anything has a tendency of breaking you, but they can only break you. They can only break you if you let it. Just like is just like just like a thing can also make you if you allow it. Everything is about your willingness to make it happen. If you're not willing to make it happen, it cannot happen to you. No matter, it can happen for everybody, right? But not you. Why? Because you are not aligned. Because you have not tuned to the frequency, just as the latter part of the write-up says. So you have the responsibility of making sure that you either you make it happen or not. So if you must live a different life, you have the responsibility of making sure you choose it. Okay, this is the life I want to live, and you work towards it. Then this one was from November 6th, my birthday. Yay! Was from November 6th. It says, learn to forgive others, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve the peace that comes with forgiveness. I keep saying it over and over again. Forgiving people is not because they deserve it. Because sometimes they do things to you that the last thing you want to do is forgive them. But forgiveness is good for you. You're doing yourself a favor. Because notice that when you do not forgive, right, your heart is filled with so many ill things that are not supposed to be there. But when you forgive genuinely, not the one you just say with your mouth, when you forgive genuinely, before you know it, that thing is off of your shoulder, is off of your back, is off of your heart, and you have a lesser burden. You are free from all those things, and you just have enough space to be able to think of what truly matters and just concentrate on being better and living your best life generally, because that's what we do here, right? So yeah, make that step to forgive that person. I know it's difficult, but for your sake, baby, for your sake, for the future you see, and for your best life, forgive. Forgive. Let's go to the next one. It says, there is life after the most horrendous circumstance. Be strong. Stay strong. Yes. After everything. Now look. Okay, just look. Is this the first time you're going through? Is this the first time you're going through something that you thought was going to be the end of you? No. If you're alive, no. I'm very certain now. It is not the first time. And look at the life you have lived after that experience, after that, challenge, after that circumstance, after that situation, right? Look at the life. No, no, no. You sit down and look at the life you have lived. Just look at it. Take that magnifying mirror and look at it. Look very well. Look at the life that you have lived after that. Exactly. Exactly. So now that you're going through what you're going through now, right? Darling, stay strong. Trust me. The life after this, the life after this circumstance, the life after this challenge will be something amazing. Stay strong. Okay? Stay strong. And remember that the best way to stay strong is to stay strong in Christ. Because he gives you all the strength that you need. He gives you all the power, all the grace, all the empowerment, everything that you need in order to stay strong in your season of waiting. God bless you. Let's go to the next one. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. That is so true. That is so true. I keep saying that people, we keep praying for a better tomorrow, right? We keep praying to have a better, but what are we doing in our today? What are you doing in your today that will culminate in having a better tomorrow? Because your better tomorrow will not just fall down from the sky. It is as a result of the things, the good things, the things you do on daily basis that leads to that better tomorrow. Look, for example, your finances. If you're not investing today, if you're not investing in the knowledge you're supposed to be investing today, right? You're not investing in the skills you're supposed to be. You're not taking that bold step to do what you're supposed to do today. Do you think that your better tomorrow will be certain? No. People even work very hard and still. So how much more when you're doing nothing? So darling, yes, that tomorrow that you see, that tomorrow you desire, that better life that you see is going to be as a result of what you're doing today. So focus. Focus on what is important. Focus on what is important, my love. Okay? I love you too. Then another November 6th, it says you're about to overcome something you've been dealing with. Your mind and heart will soon be at peace again. Be patient. Everything will be okay. This is speaking to me also. Like it is really speaking to me. I'm gonna say it again and I'm gonna say it louder so that you that is seated at the back will hear me and hear me clearly. So let's go again. Hey darling. Hey darling. The sweetheart of the Preacherpeniel's community. You are about to overcome something you've been dealing with. Your mind and heart will soon be at peace again. Be patient. Everything will be okay. Okay? Everything will be fine. Be patient and do not forget. Keep your faith alive. All right? Good. This one says, it always seems impossible until it is done. It always seems impossible until it is done, right? That's so true. Even the word impossible says, I am possible. I apostrophe am possible. So, darling, you can do it. And you will do it, okay? You will do it. You will do it. And you will emerge victorious. I trust you. I believe in you. Next one, recognize the things you can control than the things you can't. Most often than not, the reason why most persons fall into depression, fall into anxiety is because they try to control things that are not within their power, right? It is not within your power to control it. Why are you still trying to control it? Why are you still trying to control it? Control the things that you can and the things that you cannot. Who do you leave it to? God, on period. On period. You leave it to God. All right? Now, what will you do? Good. Now you will try to control the things you can and leave the ones you cannot. Okay? Good. The next thing, if you set goals and go after them with all the determination you can master, right? Your gift will take you places that will amaze you. If you set goals and go after them with all the determination you can master, your gift will take you places that will amaze you. And I pray that God will grant unto us the grace to do what we ought to do. Amen. Next one is sometimes don't go where the path may lead. Instead, go where there is no path and leave a trail. I believe that it's talking about, trying to live, trying to be impactful, right? Not always wanting to follow others, copy. Try to always live your own life. Like I said earlier, we're going to talk about standards because I feel like everybody, we are kind of living the same life because we are following people's standards. It's almost the same thing here. At least that's what I understand from it. So if you have any contrary understanding of that, please do well to drop it in the comment section. This one says, if you set goals and goals, okay, they're the same thing. Okay. I think we went there twice that day. Next one, it says, if you're searching for one person who will change your life, darling, look in the mirror. Yeah, look in that mirror. It's not just for looking at your beauty, it's also to look at the person that God has put in your life to change it. And who is that? You. You have all that it takes to change your life. And I pray that we all utilize it in Jesus' name. Amen. The next thing, I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took an excuse. Sometimes, most often than not, the reason why we are where we are is because we try as much as possible to give excuses for everything. Give excuses for why I could not wake up early, why I cannot get my certificate on time, why this, why that. Why. Try as much as possible to live a life that is filled with less excuses, right? And filled with you trying to do more, right? Because I feel like when we try, life sees it, right? Life sees our efforts, life sees our commitment, and tries to, reward us for a work well done. So, yeah. Staying positive does not mean that things will turn out okay. Rather, it is knowing that you will be okay no matter how things turn out. Yeah. Staying positive doesn't mean that things will always turn out okay. Rather, it is knowing that even though things are not turn out okay, you will be okay. All right? You will be fine. You'll be fine. It's not the end of life. It's just the beginning. Okay. Another one. I am only one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something I can do. Did you understand that? You're only one person, and obviously you cannot do everything. You cannot be heaven, and you cannot be earth. You cannot be everything. But you can be something. You can do something. And rather than trying to do everything which you cannot do, how about focusing on that one thing you can do and be good at it? It will pay off in the long run. I'm certain. Next one. This one says, hope that you become filled with so much happiness that it heals every part of you. Hope that you be filled with so much happiness that it heals every part of you. But I do not feel like happiness heals. Joy does. Because happiness is something that is a feeling, like we said earlier, right? In one of our sections when we're talking about joy. Happiness is a feeling of excitement you have when you have accomplished something. So that cannot give you healing. But joy can. And it will if you allow it. The next thing is keep going, even when the path is tough. For every step you take brings you closer to your dreams. That's true. That's so true. That's why that our street slang says now we'll give a fuck up. Because the more you go, the closer you are to your dreams. Everybody that are living in their dreams today is because they kept moving. They kept moving, no matter how difficult it was, no matter how tough it was, they kept moving. The next one, this one is so timely because, darling, we are almost in the Xmas. See? I'm so happy. I don't even know. I'm so happy. It's almost Christmas. Okay, this one says, Santa Claus is Santa Claus is anyone who loves another and seeks to make them happy, who gives himself, who gives himself by thought or word or deed in every gift. Ooh. Santa Claus is anyone who loves another and seeks to make them happy, who gives himself by thought or word or deed in every. Now I feel like being a Santa Claus. I feel like being Santa Claus. And that's true. You know that Santa Claus, they always say, okay, the Santa Claus, you all know what Santa Claus is. More like Father Christmas for the Nigerians. Person that comes and, shake gifts to the children, to the people. Like, is Santa Claus coming because we are expecting gifts? So, yeah. And everybody will be so delighted, so happy, and looking forward to the experience with Santa Claus. So yes, Santa Claus is anyone that just seeks to, spread that joy and happiness for others and to others. And I hope that we can be a reason that someone smiles genuinely, not forced smile, but genuinely because honestly life is difficult and the world is a very wicked place. So it's rare to see people that are actually genuine and I just really hope that I can be among the people that is the reason for another person to love. And on that note, I am looking forward to this Christmas. I'm looking to cook. I wanted to cook and share it out, but I think that will be postponed to next year because the money I have on ground will not be able to take the cooking. I wanted to do Operation Feed the Nation, right? Operation Feed episode 1 or edition 1, where we cook and just share food to the street during the Christmas. But it's not going to be on the 25th because everybody will be home trying to so maybe 26th, 27th we'll go to the street and share it. But I don't know, let's just see. We still have a month. There's nothing God cannot do, right? In a month a lot of things can be changed, so let's just keep our fingers crossed. But for now I feel like I have enough to go to the orphanage. So yes, I'm looking. I just want to spread. I want to be the reason why. I want to be part of the reason why somebody smiles genuinely this Christmas season. And if that's something you also want to be part of, why not? We can together do it. So I'm gonna post about it, and we'll just take it from there. Okay. Next one. This one says, believe in yourself, take on your challenges, dig deep within yourself to conquer fears, right? Dig deep within yourself to conquer fears. Never let anyone bring you down. You got to keep going. Darling, nobody is coming to save the day for you, right? Show up for yourself. Show up for yourself. Love yourself a little more than you normally do, right? Commit to your growth a little more. You know, that love that you think that another person should do for you in order to, prove their worth to you. Do it. Do it for yourself, right? Like myself, right? Okay, well, let me have another. We're gonna have another distinct for that one. I'm not going to bring it here so that my content is going to be long. The next one is investment is what gives old age meaning, not the house and cars. Invest. Like that is so talking to me. Because when I started this year, 2020, I was like, I'm going to invest. Darling, I've not invested in anything. But I've invested in other ways. But when I mean invest, like, I haven't really invested. But 2026, me and investment will cry for my hand. Investment will cry for my house. 2026, because by the grace of God, I've been able. I have 2025 was an amazing year. I have really put myself in check. I have I have grown. Honestly, I have grown. Like when I look at myself in just 2025, God has I've grown. So 2026, as so yes, the next thing. So invest, darling, invest. And if you want to, want to do that investment thing, there is somebody. What's her name? Financial Jennifer. I think that's her name. Financial Jennifer. There's another man there. don't always know his name. But he's a man, I think, say on Instagram, or they're both on Instagram. And the Financial Jennifer has a YouTube channel. So I think check it out. You will learn a lot. You will learn a lot. And then she, with 5,000 naira, I don't even know why I'm not starting till now, because with 5,000 naira, you can actually start investment. It's not anybody. It's me. It's me. It's me. I was eating my money. But it's okay. It's okay. You see, I can still see the thing that one is doing. Invest, my love, invest. The next thing. The meaning of life is to find your gift. Your purpose of life is to give it away. The meaning of life is to find your gift. What is that thing you're so good at? What is that thing that you can do all day without getting tired? That is your gift. That is your gift, baby. What is that thing that gives you so much fulfillment, so much happiness, so much joy? For me, it has been the reason why people smile, right? It has been the reason why, people are happy. It is being able to give people meaningful, advices, meaningful conversations that will make their lives better, a little better than it was. But I'm just all about impacting. That gives me joy. Like, I feel so good when I know that I've been able to impact. And so so that is my gift. And then the purpose of life is being able to give it back away, give it out, like, give it out. So I'm working in purpose, because this is me doing my purpose. This is me giving out. So go find your gift and do your purpose, baby. Give it out. The next one, leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. That is leadership, not being all bossy and whatnot. Leadership is being able to, is a capacity rather to translate vision into reality. I hope you understand. Good. And then soon, when all is well, you're going to look back on this period of your life and be glad that you never gave up. Just like I'm sure you're looking back at that life. Remember that time, that thing you experienced and you thought was going to be the end of you? Well, look at you. I'm sure you're looking back at that life and you're happy today that you did not give up. And trust me, if you continue, if you continue, that's how you look back in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years, and you'll be like, God, thank you that I did not give up. So, darling, push through. It will all be worth it at the end. And then finally, this one says, many times we get so wrapped up in achieving our goals that we miss the opportunity to stop and be thankful for the things that we have achieved. Yes, we have spoken about Thanksgiving as a lifestyle, on this platform. We have, darling. Honestly, that's why I said that in this community, you're supposed to have a journal. Why don't you have a journal in this community? Because it is with your journal that you will know how to count your blessings. You count that blessings and you remember times that it was to eat was difficult. To eat was difficult. Remember times that honestly, when we know how to count our blessings, we know how to be grateful for our journey. When we know how to count our blessings, we know how to be grateful for our journey. When we know how to count our blessings, we know how to put God where He's supposed to be in our lives. When we know how to count our blessings, we will know how to value ourselves, because, babe, now you go through that thing. True, true. You don't go through that way, you will go through them again. You will go through it again, because, of course, the God that has brought us this far did not bring us this far to leave us halfway. No, I refuse it. I reject it. He that has brought us this far will take us farther and farther and farther and farther. My loves, I love you. But you already know who loves you most, and that is God. I love you. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, on all our social media accounts and platforms. Preacherpeniel. That's our official name, Preacherpeniel. Okay, so follow us. Let us do this work together. Let us do this impact together. I love you. See you in our next section. Until then, be blessed, stay loved, stay whole.